Today we have Nigel Dube, the head coach and GM of the Lloydminster Junior A Bobcats. He is here today to tell us a little bit about this season as a whole and a little bit about what the Bobcats are going to be doing this off-season. And so thank you so much for being with us today, Nigel.
Oh, thanks for having me.
All right, Nigel, so let's start. Tell me a little bit about the season on the ice for the Bobcats this year.
Yeah, I thought for us, the first half we jumped out to a quick start, and then between the sickness, injuries, and we went on a massive kind of a road swing where our separation between two home weekend games was over 3 months. So where we saw probably the low point of the season into the November, just the start of December, and then we came back and we added Jeff to the coaching staff, made a change, and brought in Caden Cabana, changed our goalie situation, or Matthew Severson took over, and things went in a positive way moving forward from there. And I thought that our second half was great. I think we ended up with a 14-11-2 record in the second half, and just a lot of great things happened there. And we also had a lot of home games where we saw the success of our guys on the ice, and in part was the support that the crowd gave them too in that. And then I thought, we hit the high note probably at the start of February, and then we had a list of injuries going into the playoffs. Ben Bygrove had a high ankle sprain. Ryan Redikoff had broken finger. Oren Olsen and Ishan Mitu had separated shoulders. Kate Fondle had a bad knee, and kind of the list grew in the injury front. But our guys worked, through that and to prepare for the playoffs. And then I thought, we surprised people with our commitment and our effort in the Bonnyville series, taking them to 6 games, and really, the 5th game going into overtime where anybody could win it. And we had the chance to go up 3-2, which if we would have got that one, I think had a different spin on it. But then to see 1,619 people at Game 6 in Civic was definitely a memory, for our guys and for our club too as well. And now we're into the off season here and looking to set up for next year.
And then you guys did ramp up your community work this year, particularly with the Buzz the Bobcats. Tell me about that initiative, as well as some of the other initiatives you guys did for the community throughout the season this year.
Yeah, Buzz the Bobcats was a big one for us. That was player driven, and local Javen Leslie was the driving force behind that, and also the commitment of his teammates, to help in that, and raising just shy of $35,000 for Lloyd Regional Health Foundation and mental health and for the youth in Lloydminster. I think that was a spotlight. Our Given Goals campaign with Boundary Forward is going to see roughly 12,000, I think, go towards the youth center this year. As well as just many different. We had the Scorpion Small Town Ticket giveaway, where Scorpion supplied tickets to minor hockey teams, outside of Lloydminster and surrounding area for that community feel all around. Getting back into the schools on a weekly basis. We worked with the minor hockey 3 to 4 days a week. We added Timbits this year to the intermission. That I think sometimes they stole the show with how much fun those little games were in between, and student of the month, and everything that we pride ourselves on as an organization, and being a community member. We were able to do this year, and we want to continue to grow on that next year. But I think it was our first year that we could really get back into it, post-pandemic, and really be a part of the community, and we were excited about that.
And so now we're into the off season. You guys have been signing some new players to replace your outgoing players, as well as you guys are hosting a golf tournament later on this summer. Tell me about some of those work that you're going to be doing with the team itself, and work that you guys are going to continue to do with the community into the summer this year.
Yeah, we're heavy on the recruiting front. We've signed some players. Teague McAllister, Jackson Hopko from town here, Charlie Ashton from Minnesota, Alicio Nardelli from Montreal. So the active front on recruiting and is always going 12 months of the year. We also have our prospects camp coming up from the 14th to 16th of April. With both the futures and the prospects there too as well. Then we're doing the Flavor Festival for the first time ever. We're hosting that event May 13th. And then we'll have the 3rd annual Bob Troop Memorial Golf Tournament June 16th, which will also lead into our summer camp that will start that evening and then go through the weekend too as well. So, everybody asks kind of what the off season looks like, and if it gets quiet, I think sometimes we ramp it up to another level, but we also want to stay active and do what we can to provide both. Opportunity for players to make our club next year, as well as different events in the community that can bring everybody out together.
Thank you so much for all the information, Nigel, and we hope that your club continues to serve the Lloydminster area well, and you guys have a great next season.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.